right now. Oh, where we going? What is up, everybody? We are back again with another interesting video today. If you guys can look at that, you know what it is. My co-host has a very interesting, subject he wants to talk about. We're going to be if you guys witnessed the last episode, he brought up that he's going to talk about Oscar Robertson, the late great triple-double king right there. So he's going to be talking about the history of that. So that all the young bucks can know who Oscar Robertson is. My man.
Just turn your mic up a little bit for me. Just a little bit. There you go. I can't hear you that much.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, just kind of low.
Oh, okay. All right. But before we get started, this is the Basketball Truth and Knowledge. I am your co-host, Aramis.
I'm Ray Daniels.
And let's get right into it, y'all. All right. So, I know you got stuff you got to do right now, but you wanted to talk about Oscar Robertson, about his, about the true triple-double king, and I want you to like kind of, educate me on who he was.
Right. So basically, just to give you an overall, Oscar Robertson was, we having this conversation today because we were trying to, give the comparison, that for Oscar Robertson, where being able to do the triple doubles in his career, and then Russell Westbrook has been doing it, which is astonishing. This is a guard. This is not a 7-footer. This is not a Shaq. This is not somebody who plays in the paint, but yet and still very undersized, but, got a big heart and big will and big drive where he's actually going in there contributing in every asset of the game, points, assists, rebounds, etc. So just to give you a little bit, I'm reading off of Wikipedia. It says, when Oscar Robertson landed in Cincinnati in 1950, the country was on the brink of the Civil War as part of the first Royals player to become one of the first African-American players to play at the University of Cincinnati. So that's to start with. He was already trailblazing to say, hey, went and played for Cincinnati, in the 50s. So in the 1960, drafted overall the first pick of Cincinnati Royals 1960, it didn't take long for Oscar to provide a basketball folklore. He earned Rookie of the Year honors and averaged an astonishing 30 points, 10 miles, and 10 assists per game in his first year playing in the league. And so he already started a precedent at his first year in the league, period. More incredible, in the first 5 NBA seasons, he averaged nearly a triple-double. Surprisingly, Oscar Robertson didn't win MVP until 1964, 4 years in the league, and he was already averaging a triple-double throughout his career from a rookie. So he reached the Eastern Conference Finals, but came up short against Boston Celtics, which we already know that was Bill Umbra, Bill Russell, and all those guys. So those were the only people that were able to keep DeFronto from winning that championship in his early reign and coming into the league. It says, though he was a perennial All-Star with the Royals, he also won All-Star MVP honors 3 times. Robinson was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks before he started his 1970-71 season, including these years in college. He spent 13 years in Cincinnati. His sudden change scenario shows a predominant overall in the future Hall of Fame combination with Lou Alcindor, which is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they won a championship with the Bucks. So when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came into the league, his real name before he changed name was Lou Alcindor, and when Oscar Robertson was finally traded to the Milwaukee Bucks in 1970-71 season, he teamed up with Lou Alcindor and they won his first NBA championship, and that was also Kareem Abdul's first first NBA championship as well before he ended up getting traded to the Lakers. And we know from there what happened when he was with the Lakers. But my whole point of this was Oscar Robertson called it. He called his career in 1974, retired at 35 years old. In addition to a championship ring, he was famous triple-double season and an MVP year. He made 12 straight All-Star games and still glanced NBA annual several statistic categories. Currently, Oscar Robertson ranks 12th in points and 5th in total assists and 3rd in minutes and for players paid per game currently. So that's the deal on Oscar Robertson. So I just wanted to be able to let people know that, you know, no disrespect to Russell Westbrook or nothing even about it. It's just trying to say that, you know, for our younger audience that, you know, this same kind of player and style, like him and Russell Westbrook, almost a carbon copy of each other, seen around the same height. They play the same position, but at the end of the day, those are only the two players in history that I know of, even going back to the thing, who averaged a triple-double and did it, you know, on an almost, you know, not every night, but on a consistent enough basis that we have in this conversation that we were saying the triple-double king. So we had to go back and pay acknowledgement to Oscar Robertson as Oscar Robertson as being the first triple-double king. And then years have passed, and this is back in the 70s. This is 2024. That's like almost 50-something years ago. And now we're seeing that feat, you know, that astonishing feat being done again with like Oscar Robertson did, and then you have, you know, it doing currently in today's game.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like I've watched Russell since, I think I didn't watch him when he was playing for the Supersonics, but I did get a glimpse of him when he was, when Supersonics, they took their team to Oklahoma and renamed themselves the OKC Thunder. Right. That was when I started getting really close, locked on Russell.
Right.
And just the way how I've seen this man be so explosive and just dominant and fast, and like that was a freaking nature right there. I'm like, yo, like who is this kid, man? I'm like, yo, who is this dude? But
well,
then,
I will say that Hermes, he was watching some Oscar Robertson tapes, because no one has did it like Russell Westbrook did it except for Oscar Robertson.
Right. I mean, like when I started seeing his numbers grow, we started seeing him do, you know, I started seeing him average the same amount of points, rebounds, and assists, blocks, you know, like just steals, like him doing triple doubles, like the entire like throughout his entire career. And I'm thinking like, and then when I seen the list of triple doubles, I saw Oscar Robertson, and which I had no idea who that was.
Right.
But I'm thinking like he must have been nice during his time, because for him to be that number one triple double king right there, I'm thinking like,
right.
Yo, like.
And then I must remember this: no 3-pointer back then.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that at all.
No 3-pointer.
I'm thinking y'all had a 3-pointer, you know, back then or something like that.
No 3-pointer. They induced that later. What happened was when the NBA came, it was just everything was 2-pointer, this and that. And then when they created the ABA, which was a spinoff, you know, because they tried to do it, and the ABA was the first one to start doing dunking and 3-pointers. And amongst some other things, but when they merged, the ABA couldn't sustain. When the ABA started getting traction, the NBA was like, "Oh no, we just gonna merge with y'all because we want to have all the best athletes," and they adopted dunking and the 3-point from the ABA. And then they turned around and banned dunking because Lou Alcindor, who then switched to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when he came into the league, he was so dominant because when he was at UCLA, he won 4 championships in a row at UCLA. Straight off the gate. Came into the league and then won it again. Dunking, and the league banned dunking because they just said it was unfair because they couldn't defend it. And then later they brought Duncan back, but then they added a 3-point as well. But they did put Duncan in and then took it out and put it back.
Well, I mean, for them to ban dunking, that's got to be crucial, bro. Because like, how you gonna defend somebody just dunking on you, bro? It's just gonna happen.
So listen, when they stopped Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from dunking, that's when he created his world famous hook shot,
the sky hook.
Sky hook. He couldn't just pound it in your face. Right, so he was like, okay, boom. And then another guy was Iceman George Gervin, because Iceman George Gervin, he would take the ball and like he about to dunk and with all of fear, then he would turn it over and then lay it in. And they called it a finger roll. And then he got so good at it, he was able to glide through the air 4 or 5 feet from the rim, flick it, and turn the finger roll into a shot. Look him up. It's called Iceman George Gervin. He played for the Spurs. But they started coming with all this creativity because they took the dunking away. And the dunking, you can go with all your power. So imagine he come cross over and come with all his power, and then lay that, and drop it in the basket.
Yeah, that's insane. Because it looked like he finna dunk. But, not just a little lay, just a little.
He just lay it in. And then they called him, then the Iceman, who had the meanest finger roll was Iceman George Gervin. And again, because they took the dunking out, so people was trying to come with more ways to go power and then turn it into finesse at the last second.
That's crazy.
George Gervin almost could jump. He could jump. You know how like Michael Jordan and all them jump from the foul line? He would come through, jump from the foul line, holding the ball in the air like he about to dunk it, and then just finger roll it, jumping from the foul line.
That's insane.
And he like 6'11", 6'10". So you can imagine him with that wingspan and length, and then he in the air like this, and then just flick it high up in the air. You can't do nothing with that. You can't even go get that. Because he ain't even holding his hand no more. He'd take it and flick it 3-4 feet in the air, even higher than his apex of his jump, and then flick it into the basket, called a finger roll. That's where the finger roll originated from, George Gervin.
Now we know how people are starting to flicker, just start doing that.
When they say finger roll, look him up. If our fans ought to go look up Iceman George Gervin, smoothest finger roll in the history. Kareem created. When they outlawed the dunk for Kareem, he came up with the hook shot and all that kind of stuff. And then just imagine, with all that being said, here you have Oscar Robertson, a 6-foot guy, and he banging in there with the best of them and still playing guard. So you know how you get a rebound. You ever say somebody take a jump shot and it's a long rebound? He's so fast, he cleaning up all those rebounds, and then every once in a while, you got the bigs banging, and how sometimes the ball will take an awkward bounce or whatever the case may be, he's soaring in and with hops and going grabbing his rebound. So he was able to, I ain't gonna say when you had Wilt Chamberlain and all these big dudes that he was out jumping them, because it wasn't the case, but he was just smart enough and crafty enough to say, hey, his IQ and vision of the ball where he would see where the ball is going to come off the rim. He was very calculated in that. And then sometimes he can use his speed and jump ahead or jump in or figure out an angle where he could go in and get these rebounds quicker than the bigs. Because you'll think if he's so little, how was he able to out-rebound the bigs? But it's all about calculation, timing, knowing where the ball going to come off. And a lot of it's just hustle. Same like Russell Westbrook. Who plays with more high energy than Russell Westbrook right now? When he on the field, it's go time.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think anybody can match what Westbrook does besides himself. I feel like the energy he brings to the game is just I feel like it's unmatched. I know some people are probably gonna say different wise, but please, if you think different, put in the comments, let me know. But as of right now, I think Westbrook right now, his energy and how he plays the game is unmatched. I feel like it's gonna be hard to for somebody to beat that.
It says Russell Wilson was the first player in NBA history to reach 200 triple doubles.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna count out Jokic, Jokic may do it, but it's gonna be some time before somebody actually beats it. But if no one does, then there you go, man. I don't think
It says Oscar Robertson averaged 30.8 points per game, 12.5 rebounds per game, and 11.4 assists per game, unmatched by any player until Russell Westbrook. And listen, the NBA been in for years, and we only have 2 players to ever accomplish this feat that we're talking about. So that's why I wanted to pay homage to our younger viewers so they could understand that this is not. It's historical what Westbrook did, but it's only been done by one player ever previously before him, and that's Oscar Robertson.
Right. Because because I don't want these youngins to think like, oh, Westbrook was the first to do it. Like, nah, like if you ask these old heads, man, like they would tell, like, nah, there was somebody before him that actually did it.
But what I will say, Amos, it was only one player.
Right.
One player
that did it. And that was Oscar Robertson. Like you said, and I think this was a good idea for you to like speak on the great Oscar Robertson, like the true triple double king, because it'd be good to for the young Cavs who don't know who was the first and only one player to do it. It's good to educate, especially me.
Absolutely.
Especially
absolutely. Now, Aramis, what I will tell you is that I learned something today because I knew Oscar Robertson played for Milwaukee when Kareem first went to Milwaukee. Well, he was Lou Alcindor then, and he changed his name. But I didn't never know that Cincinnati had an NBA basketball team.
Cincinnati had their own basketball team?
Yeah. Oscar Robertson played for Cincinnati for 8 years. 19, let me pull it up. He pulled from 19. I just had the stats in here. Hold on. He got drafted by them. Not only did he go to college in Cincinnati as the first one to go to University of Cincinnati, first African American to play basketball, then he turned around and got drafted by the Cincinnati team. Yep, he played for Cincinnati. Let me click on it. Says the Cincinnati Royals. Now, I didn't even know that, that Cincinnati had a basketball team. They're called the Cincinnati Royals. He was drafted in 1960. I'm looking at the roster. It's nobody that I really know no more than Oscar Robertson, but they had a full roster. The tallest person on the team was 6'10". Phil Jordan, 6'10".
Actually, it's crazy. So the Cincinnati Royals are now the Sacramento Kings is like a
the expansion. They moved on. Right. Okay, see now look at we educating each other.
That's
here.
Crazy because if you look at like the look. Hold on. If you look at the logo, I don't think you can see it.
Right. We'll post it in the comments and all that. That's good shit, though. I didn't know that the Cincinnati Royals became the Sacramento Kings, right?
Sacramento Kings.
Wow.
Because
and then we learned earlier Buffalo Braves became LA Clippers. Well, they went to San Diego first, and LA Clippers. There you go.
Right.
And the Royals were Sacramento Kings.
Right, and it's the same thing for OKC Thunder. Like they used to be Supersonics, and now they had the money to transfer the team to somewhere, and they.
Wow! See how you do? This is why I tell people it's so important to understand your history, because we're both learning, and it doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, old school, new school, we all can show each other and teach each other something. So now we're understanding that the Cincinnati Royals, at some point, whoever owned the team, they decided to move it to a bigger market or whatever the case may be, and they became Sacramento Kings.
Right.
Wow.
I did not
ain't won nothing since, but
Yeah, nah, for real. Cause I searched I searched it up, and the only logo it like brought up was Sacramento Kings. I'm like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that before Sacramento Kings was Cincinnati Royals, and
Yeah.
because it's like it showed the exact same logo as
Yeah.
the Kings. So I'm like, so before Cincinnati Royals, there
That's
was
good shit, right?
yeah, that's insane, man.
And another note is Oscar Robinson was born November 24th.
November
So
24th.
this is happy birthday to old Oscar Robinson.
Hey man, happy birthday, Oscar Robinson,
You
man.
know what I mean? Happy birthday. Now he was born November 24th, 1938. He went to college in Cincinnati, and then he turned around and got drafted for his home for his same college, same city that he played college ball in. So that means that he was untouchable. Because if you play ball at a high level in one city, then you turn around and play for that same NBA organization. That's like LeBron. LeBron played in Ohio, Akron, then he got drafted by Cleveland. So he was untouchable back then. So I'm sure Oscar Robinson had a mini thing, had the key to the city. I'm sure Cincinnati during his tenure.
Yeah,
That's good stuff. Oscar Robinson, okay. And Russell Westbrook, so what are they doing, Russell? Is they still trying to do trade rumors with Russell Westbrook, or he's still balling out? What's the update on that?
Marcus Malone, so I was watching the press conference with the Denver Nuggets losing. I forgot the raising, but he said that he was disgusted by how his team performed, and he gives like, well, I'm not gonna lie, he gave Russell his flowers. He definitely did, because the way how Russell's been playing, he's played way much different than LA and the Clippers. Like, he's playing so much different.
Right.
And he's playing at a much higher level than how he's been playing. But he's disappointed in his two stars, Jamal and Jokic. He's disappointed on how they've been playing. Like, it kind of sucks to see, like, Westbrook is the only player on that team that's actually playing, like playing at his best. So I haven't heard anything as far as trading Russ, but I know they're probably I think he's on a 1-year contract. I don't know what his contract is. Hold on, let me see about contract. But they're not going to trade him. It's just the head coach of the Denver Nuggets, Malone. He was kind of like, he wasn't having it with his team, like his two biggest star players, Jamal and Jokic. So that just shows you that, like, they got to step it up, man, because
where did you ever, were you able to see where the standings is as far as the end season tournament? Because I know that's still going on, correct?
Yes, here I got it saved up in my notes. Let me pull that bad boy up. Okay, here it is, right here. All right, so right now, if you go to the West Group standings, the West A, Rockets is at 3-0. Blazers is 2-1. Minnesota is 2-2. Minnesota got eliminated, by the way. They got eliminated. Clippers is 1-2. Kings 0-3. Kings got eliminated. Spurs is 2-1. OKC is 2-1. Suns is 2-1. Jazz got eliminated. Warriors is 3-0. Mavs is 2-1. Denver is 1-2. Memphis is 1-2. Pelicans got eliminated, and Rockets clinched the in-season tournament. So Warriors and Rockets are the only two teams that clinched. So they'll be moving on.
Okay.
And if you go to the Eastern side, Orlando is 3-0. Knicks is 3-0 because they just beat Charlotte 98-99, and Melo was hurt, so Philly is 1-2. Philly is eliminated. The Nets are eliminated. Charlotte.
Oh wow, Philly's out of it. Okay.
Yep. Bucks is 3-0. Bucks has won the last 3 games so far. Detroit is 3-0. Surprisingly, Miami is 2-2. Miami got eliminated. Toronto is eliminated. Pacers is eliminated. Atlanta is 3-1. They also clinched, so they'll be moving on. Chicago is done. Cavs is eliminated. Wizards is eliminated, and Boston is 3-1.
Okay, so there should be some good basketball come on tonight then.
Yes, indeed.
Who play tonight?
I can go to it right now. So we got Warriors and Suns at 9:00. We got Hawks and Hornets at 6. We got Philly and Detroit at 7. We got Wizards and Bucks at 8. And last but not least, we got the Mavs and Jazz at 9:30.
Okay.
So
you still got Golden State winning the whole thing?
Huh?
You got Golden State winning the tournament?
Just looking at this ratings right now, it's gonna be tough.
You said OKC, but I know Golden State's your team. OKC's still the front runner, right?
Golden State is my team, but I'm kind of worried about the Spurs, Rockets, Orlando.
Worried about Spurs, my guy.
I'm kind of worried. I'm gonna give the Spurs them flowers, man, because I'm not gonna lie. Chris Paul has been a little bit. Chris Paul and Wemby is that dynamic duo right there, man. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, wait. Let me just go on record. What did I tell you when I said
bro? Go ahead.
We talked about this before the season even started. I said that's a good move.
You did say that. But guess what? Because some people said, "Oh, the Spurs are washed, are not going to make it that far." Nah, man. You can listen. Wemby, you got Wemby, you got Chris Paul, a phenomenal point guard. You know who is, who can help Wemby's game a lot more better. And look what's happened. You know what's crazy? They actually beat the Warriors. I think in San Antonio. They actually beat us. That's crazy. Because and that's with Curry.
I just wanted to I just wanted to give us a friendly reminder that I talked about Wemby and all of this when preseason started. I said, okay, watch out for my Spurs because you're bringing a veteran point guard in there who's going to start. And he's going to keep them young boys balling. And he still can ball.
Definitely did. And then, well, let's go back to the to the NCAA tournament standings. I talked about that. I was decided to see how the Rockets was gonna like take off, because right now they're in the tournament they're 3-0, but if you go to the conference Western, they're second. They're in second seed. They're second seed since 2018, 2019, like with James Harden, Chris Paul, or Russell, like Rockets, like that was the only time the Rockets has had a greater lead.
Right.
OKC is back at the number one seed. Warriors are the number 3 seed, and then you got Memphis, Denver, LA, and then you got Mavs, Clips, Suns, and Spurs are at the 10th spot. Surprisingly, Spurs is climbing that ladder because they're at 10-9 right now. They're climbing that ladder, and I have high hope during the play-in tournament. So I have high hope that Spurs is gonna have a chance to actually go to the to at least the play-in, at least.
Right.
If they can stay in the play-in, they have a good chance of facing either Minnesota, Suns, the Clippers. I say one of those teams they'll have a solid chance of actually having a good game because the way I've actually seen the Spurs play. I've actually seen it.
Oh, you got to see Wemby, right? Yeah,
I did. And the fact that you see this grown man 7'4" shooting a deep three, doing a hezzy pull, I'm like, what kind of person we see right now? This ain't Wemby, bro. What happened? This little skinny dude got no muscle.
Hey, listen, Aramis, all I'm gonna say is he's still young. They still trying to transform his body. Remember when Giannis came in the league, he was skinny just like that. Now you fuck around and put 20, 10, 15 pounds of muscle on Wemby. That's a problem.
Yeah, for real. And I'm surprised. And like,
because his skill set is at a super high level, bro. Skill set is super high level.
Right. He had everybody shook. Like it was up that one game, and surprising, he had his career high of 50 points, bro. He scored 50 points. He had a career high. Like what second year player have you ever seen in your life score a plus 50 in a single game as a second year? He's only been here for a second year.
You have to really, I can name some players who was dominant in their rookie and sophomore years, but I would have to fact check it to see if they actually, was able to achieve with defeat what you just stated. Because I can go back some boys, even like Magic. Magic running his rookie year and played all 5 positions. We can talk about that too. I mean, again, you know what I'm saying? So it's some boys that you could put in there that came into the league and had major impacts immediately. We talked about earlier, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He came into the league dunking. The league was like, oh, no, we're not going to deal with that. We're going to ban that.
Yeah.
So we could talk about some dominant first-year players like that, but at the end of the day, we're talking about it's 2024, and you're talking about a young guy from France who's amazing. He just still has to get a little strong. You know what I mean? He got to do some things to add to his game, but skill-wise, he's already at a high level. It's going to be a problem down there. He just need a few more pieces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need at least a few more because I feel like the Spurs, I feel like they got it. I just think that they got to do something. Like I think Popovich, he just got to figure out what he's gonna do by trade deadline. And I hope, and he's a phenomenal coach, and I'm gonna give him his flowers.
Pop is the best coach out there. Ain't that many coaches better than Pop.
Right. So and I'm gonna give him his flowers because when he was facing Miami, like he had Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Mabo Ginobili, and then like Kawhi Leonard.
It's the list goes on and on.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was a problem coaching, like back then. Like I seen how Miami struggled with the Spurs.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's insane. Like the fact that he's picked his draft thing, like he picked Wemby. When he picked Wemby, I'm already knowing Spurs are gonna have a field day with him. They're gonna find some pieces.
And you know what I will say, Empress, what I will say is about Pop. Pop has been one of the Spurs and Greg Popovich. If you go back and look at the history since he's been there, they've always had an overseas connection with players. They don't really look for, I'm not gonna say they don't look for, but they definitely do their homework and pick pieces from out of the country. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and list some of the players, but they don't mind. And now you got Wemby. They don't mind having a great option for people for overseas. And they consistently, scour that market for players. and then they add two, which is very different from some of these other teams. You know, they not to say take anything from the USA players, but at the end of the day, that particular team does not mind going above and beyond looking for international players, and so does the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks do the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm just definitely like I like seeing Wemby how he is right now, and I'm glad he got himself a point guard like a veteran who knows the game and can be able to help develop his game a lot more better and improve it at his best. And I'm glad it's Chris Paul. I'm glad they got a guy like Chris Paul, but I still believe, like you said, and we both agree on this, definitely that they need to have at least more pieces to finalize.
Yeah, bro. They need round is like, I would say, and they don't have to have a super all-star, but they need two more solid pieces. You follow what I'm saying? Just two more solid pieces, and it's a problem. Like I told you, had you to send Chris Paul and then had it got like Klay Thompson or something like that, oh my God.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's
we were hoping, because the thing is
like that or something, it'd be crazy.
Right, because we were hoping that that Klay will go to the Spurs. We were hoping that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad that he went to Dallas, because when he went to Dallas, at the end of the day, if Dallas gonna get better, and then that's those teams, when you got them and that kind of team right there, as long as they stay in the race, you've got to pay attention to what's going to have to happen after the All-Star break, because that team is going to start to polish into the final run, into the playoffs. And if they peak right, because right now teams peak early, and then even like right now, I'm kind of a little nervous for Cleveland. Cleveland is doing a fantastic job, and they peaked very early. So either two things will happen: either somebody, and I hate somebody to get hurt, but at the end of the day, sometimes you can peak too early, and then people make adjustments to you. So, I hope that they can sustain. But at the end of the day, championship teams are going to peak at the right time. And to me, the right time is the peak is coming out of that All-Star break. Because coming out of All-Star break, you got to get healthy. You got to do something. Oh, hold on, Amos. Let me call you right back.
All right, bro. All right, so my goal is leaving right now. Well, not leaving, but I wanna talk about Trae Young for right now. I'm talking about Trae Young's. So, guys, I've never seen a point guard as far as Trae Young. For the last 5 games, this man was averaging. For the last 5 games, he's averaging 16.4 points a game, a 2.2 steals a game. Now look, check this out. I have never really seen this. I mean, I've seen it before, but like this man is averaging 16.2 assists a game, bro. This man had 22 assists. 22 assists. This man, Trae Young, with 20 points and a career high of 22 assists as the Hawks take down the Cavaliers 134-125.
Take care of something right now, the emergency in my building. I'm going to have to get back with you and finish it up another time.
All right,
man,
bro.
I appreciate it. I'm Ray Daniels, and I'm out.
All right, bro. All right, so it's just me for right now. So you guys got a glimpse of the history of Oscar Robertson from my co-host. Hope you guys learn anything new from that. Comment down below what you guys think on that. If you guys want to hear more about the history of the all-time greats like MJ, Kareem, like anybody you guys want to know about, I will ask my co-host and see if he agrees to do that. If you guys want that, I can do that. So I'm not gonna be on here for too long. I want to get some of the important things talked about, and then I'm gonna hop off. But I want to go back to Trae Young right now for averaging 16.4 a game, 16.2 assists a game, and 2.2 steals. And that's just been for the last five games he's played. But when he faced the Cavs, he had. Hold on, let me go back to it. But when he had 22 assists, let's go back to that. He had 20 points, a career high of 22 assists, as the Hawks take down the Cavaliers 135 to 124. Right now, that is it's insane because, like, we've only seen one point guard, like, do that, and that's Russell Westbrook. Like, but to see to see a point guard who is 6'3", I think Trae Young's what? He's like 6'3", I think. How tall is Trae Young? How tall is Trae? Actually, no, he's 6'1". My bad. So Trae Young, I've never seen a smaller guard like Trae Young who is 6'1". I thought he was taller than that. Nah, he gotta be taller than that. He can't be 6'1". He can't be. Nah. He gotta be 6. Nah, he gotta be taller than that. He can't be 6'3". Guys, comment down below if you think Trae Young is actually 6'1". I need to know for sure. I mean, because I'm looking at it right now, but I just can't do it. I can't, because he can't be 6'1". But that's besides the point. Yeah, I mean, like Russell Westbrook, he was the. I wouldn't say he was the first, but he's the second player. No, he's the first player in this generation of basketball. In his prime, he was averaging those stats, but like the same amount of stats as Trae Young was averaging, but more. He was averaging more of assists, more rebounds, more assists, more blocks, points, scoring, and like he was a bucket. He was a bucket, and he was a train wreck. Like he just couldn't be stopped. So yeah, it's crazy. But I'm trying to move as fast as I can with this. LeBron James, the GOAT himself, is number 2 in all-time career wins. He has surpassed Tim Duncan for of all-time career wins. LeBron James has passed Tim Duncan and now has the second most wins in NBA history. And I can pull it up right now. So Kobe Bryant is top 10. Kobe Bryant has 971 wins. Dirk is at 9 with 985 wins. Derek Fisher, who is at 8 with 1,014 wins. Tony Parker at 7 with 1,021 wins. John Stockton at 6 with 1,042 wins. Karl Malone at number 5 with 1,050 wins. Robert Parrish at number 4 at 1,121 wins. And then you got Tim Duncan at the 3, 1,158 wins. And there you go. LeBron James is the number 2 of all NBA all time for most wins with 1,159 wins, and then you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 1,228 wins. Yo, this man just keeps climbing, y'all. This man really said, like, until I can't give nothing to the game that he loves, he out of there. He's done. He wrapping it up. You know, like, but that ain't the only record that he's trying to break. Because right now he's in 7 for all time in threes. He's first in all time in points, and he's 4th in all time in assists. And now he's 2nd in all time in wins. Dog, he's already broke, the all time in points. Like, come on now. Imagine him being like, I mean, he's not going to beat Curry in all time in threes, but in all time assists, he's definitely probably going to beat that because he's in 4th. But as far as like all time winnings, he's definitely going to beat that 100%. He's going to beat that. He's got all season to win games. He's definitely going to beat it. Now, just speaking on all-time leaders regular season as far as for three-pointers made, you got Buddy Hield is now on the leaderboard for three-pointers made. He's had 1,983. He's at number 18. He's behind Jason Kidd, Eric Gordon. Kevin Durant is also on there with 2,059. Kyle Lowry is also on there for 2,193. Paul George is also on there for 2,268. He's also behind LeBron James, which LeBron has 2,450. Klay Thompson has 2,531. Dame is in 4th with a 2,655. And then you got James Harden at 2,995. And Steph Curry is at 3,887. Harden is close to beating Curry's record, bro. And look, if Harden beats Curry, I wouldn't be mad because Harden is the second best shooter. Like he's a phenomenal shooter. I just think that Curry is better. Some people might get on my head and be like, "Oh, he's not better than Curry or this and that." Bro, he is better than Curry. Why do you think he's the number 1 seed? No, I'm sorry. No, why do you think he's the number 1 3-point shooter in the world, in the league? So it's like, yeah. What else? So I saw this 2 days ago. I haven't heard much from Bronny. I really haven't, but Basketball Forever put this on here. They pulled up his stats from high school, college, with the Lakers, and in the G League. So high school senior, he averaged 4 points. He averaged 14.2 points a game, 5.5 rebounds a game, 2.4 assists a game. If you go to college, he averaged a 4.8, 2.8, and a 2.1 points, rebounds, and assists. His first NBA game, he averaged 0.7, 0.2, and 0.3 points, rebounds, and assists a game. And then in the G League, he's averaging 5 points a game, 2.5 rebounds a game, and 3 assists a game. And then they're saying carrying the weight of a legacy isn't hard. I mean, it's hard if it's on Bronny and all the criticism and all the weight that they're putting on this man. It's like, bro, Like, he's just a kid, man. He did the right thing. He's in the G League. He's developing. Let this man develop. Give this man at least 1 or 2 years. I'm sorry, give this man 2 years in the G League. Let him improve, see where he's at. And trust me, LA will be checking in on this man, like sending him to practices, getting him right, and he'll be good. Speaking of LA has made a changing in their lineup so far. So they made Austin Reeves. They made Austin Reeves a point guard. They made Christie a shooting guard. They made Don Connect a small forward. They made LeBron a power forward, and they made AD a center. That was the starting lineup when they faced. Let me go to it. Let me go to last night's game. They faced OKC. And if I go to their box score for LA, their lineup was. Oh, I'm sorry. So it wasn't Max Christie. It was Austin Reeves. Dalton Connect was at the 2. Rui was a small forward. LeBron at the 5. 80. No, I'm sorry. So it was Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Davis. That was the starting lineup. And they lost 93 to 101. It was a close game, but they just fell short. When you look at Dalton Connect's numbers off the bench, he was averaging 7.8 points a game, 2.1 rebounds a game. He was averaging a 1.1 assist a game. His field goal percentage was a 45.8. His 3-point percentage was a 38.6. His minutes per game was at 18.4. And that was just coming off the bench, right? Now, if you go to the starter, he had a 19.7 points per game, 5.6 rebounds a game, averaging 1 assist a game. His field goal percentage went up to a 55. His 3-point percentage went up to a 48. And his minutes went up to a 33. That is a steal. Lakers got a steal in the draft for Dalton Connect. Like, that's insane. Like, do you understand the stats that I'm reading right now? The only difference right now from him off the bench and as a starter is assist. But it's still close, but still, like, he's had a much better points, much better rebounds, much better field goal percentage, much better 3-point percentage, and a much better minutes per game. That's insane, bro. As a rookie. Like, come on, man. Now, if you look at the MVP ladder, we got some new faces right now. And we got some people moving up the ladder. Now, I'm going to go from 1 to 10. So you got Nikola Jokic at the 1 spot. You got Davis at 2. Jason Tatum's at 3. Giannis moved up the ladder. He's now at number 4. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's at 5. Curry's at number 6. LeBron's at 7. Mitchell's at 8. De'Aaron Fox is at 9. And LaMelo Ball just entered the MVP ladder. He is now at number 10. Speaking of LaMelo Ball, I have not once brought up LaMelo Ball at all in my channel, and I'm kind of concerned about that. So guess what I'll be doing? Next episode, I'm going to bring up LaMelo Ball and speak on his performance in the NBA so far, and then we can try to get some inside thoughts on that. Oh, and also LA is eliminated from the in-season tournament just by losing OKC. They are eliminated, so they will be no longer in the they are no longer in the in-season tournament. And then if we go to the 2025 3-point shootout for the All-Star Week, the potential matchup. So those who don't know, the 3-point shootout of the 2024 of the 2023-2024 NBA season, All-Star Week, people were having rumors where Sabrina was to match up against Curry in the NBA 3-point shootout to determine who was the best who's the best shooter. Sabrina clutched up with 26, but Curry came up with 29. He almost had a 30, but he came up with 29 and beat Sabrina. And they decided they think that it's a good idea to just bring this to the game of basketball. So it was rumored that it was going to be Sabrina and Curry against Caitlin Clark and Damian Lillard or Klay Thompson, or they were going to have Curry and Klay play on the exact same team versus Caitlin Clark and Sabrina. It was a lot of rumors going back and forth, but now it's official. We got Curry and Sabrina from the WNBA with an NBA star, Steph Curry, versus a rookie. Versus a second best shooter, Caitlin Clark, with Klay Thompson. So you got the two Splash Bros going at it, and then you got the two best female shooters going at it. I got Sabrina and Curry winning that 100%. As much as, Caitlin Clark getting her flowers for being, the best shooter in the league, but this is Sabrina's league, Caitlin Clark. You about to see how nice Sabrina is. And Klay, who's the best shooter, bruh. You're not beating Curry. 100% you're not beating him. So I got Sabrina and Curry winning that 100%. 100%. And I want to end this off with Westbrook's 3-point percentage. He has the highest 3-point percentage than De'Aaron Fox, Luka, Booker, Tatum, Dame, and Klay. Now, if you look at this, De'Aaron Fox's 3-point percentage is a 34.9. Lucas is a 32.4. Booker is a 33.9. Dame's a 32%. Tatum is a 37.3. And Klay is a 36.8. If you go to Westbrook, his is a 38.3. Now he has a higher percentage than Curry. No, I'm sorry, than Klay, Dame, Tatum, Fox, Luka, and Booker. The only difference is Westbrook is higher than Tatum by a few 3-point by a few points. But Westbrook has the highest 3-point percentage of 38.3. So it's not bad. Not bad. And I just saw it 6 days ago. I didn't bring this up in the last show. This is from Bleacher Report. Kawhi Leonard is ineligible for awards this season, so he will no longer getting awards because Kawhi has officially missed 18 games this season. That will put him under the 65 game requirement for NBA award. So he has to play 65 games in order for him to enter the award where he can require an award. And then there was something about Kawhi's medical updates. Let me see if I can find that. I think I have it saved on my other account. Hold on, let me see if I can find it because they were talking about it. I literally just saw it. Did I not? That's so weird how I don't have it. I don't know. That's weird. But I don't have it apparently. So is there anything else? But once I do find it, I will post it on social media so you guys can look at it. And then I think that's about it. All right, you guys. It's 5:13. About to put this music on so we can get up out of here, y'all. If you guys made it to the end of this video, we have one viewer show up. Thank you, viewer, for taking time to look at the live for a bit. To get a good education on the great all-time Oscar Robertson, the first triple-double king in history, which is now in the hands of Russell Westbrook for hitting a 200 triple-double career. If you guys love those kind of conversations, please comment and DM us on any social media, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, X. I will put those in the description. Guys, I know I keep saying that, but I will get it done. And I am starting to put out more clips of every episode that I do, so I will keep doing that. Last time I gave you 3 clips because I wanted to bless you guys with 3. And I will keep doing that until a new episode comes out. But next episode, I will be talking about LaMelo Ball and his career in the NBA, playing with the Charlotte Hornets, and his stat lines. I will be bringing those up in the next episode, so that'll be the new main thumbnail I'll be making. But thank you guys for staying tuned with the live. Please like, subscribe, and hit the post notifications so that you can get any live recording or post or anything. And also, like I said again, I will put social medias in the description so you can get the clips of the videos. All right, thank you guys so much. And this has been the Basketball Truth and Knowledge. I am your host, Aramis, and we is out. Peace.